December 25th, 1943. Dear Audrey Rose, Merry Christmas from Cornwall, my girl. I can't tell you how much sweeter this Christmas would be waking up with my sugar rose in my arms. I got your telegram this morning. I'm so glad that you took my mama up on her offer and went to spend the holiday with her. Did you like Aunt Jane and Uncle Frank? They're both swell. Having you there would have made Mama real happy. She's always wanted a daughter, so I know she'll love getting to know you better. The thought of you spending Christmas alone made my heart hurt even more than having to spend it away from you myself. How goes it in Washington? Have you heard anything more from the General or Ruby? I'm betting Eisenhower didn't send your father home for Christmas. Not with what they're brewing up over here. I hope you got my present in time. I know it wasn't much, but I saw that pair of stained glass turtle doves in a shop window before I shipped out. I knew I had to get them for you. I mailed them to Ma before I left, hoping you'd end up spending Christmas there. When I saw them, they made me think of that story you told me about your daddy accidentally giving your mama's stained glass turtle doves to your sister instead of to you. I thought these might make up for it a little, you know. I also thought they might look real swell in a transom right above the doorway of that house I'm going to build you when I get home. Right now I'm saving every cent I can spare from my army pay so I can get started on it as soon as I'm back. There'll be a picket fence and everything. Just you wait and see. It doesn't feel much like Christmas here. It's a lot warmer than I expected it to be, and there's no snow in sight. I suppose after growing up in San Diego, that wouldn't bother you much. In Boston, it's not Christmas until you've had a good old nor'easter blow in. Snow or not, I sure miss you, sugar. But even without you here, no snow on the ground, and this crazy war on, I can honestly say it's still the best Christmas I ever had. Why? Because near or far, Audrey Rose Drawlinger Burke is my wife. How could I not be walking on cloud 9 every minute of every day? Especially when you gave me so many sweet memories to savor while I'm here. For example, remember our first night at Niagara Falls? I never told you this, but I laid awake for hours just watching you sleep. I was in awe, see. I couldn't believe you were actually there. That you'd said yes to me again, only this time it wasn't just for another dance. It was for hitching your wagon to mine for the rest of our lives. I'd never felt that happy before. I wanted to memorize every bit of you, from the curves of your beautiful face down to your tiny red toenails. Did you know you have 7 freckles on your nose? Did you know you've got tiny wisps of hair that curl at the nape of your long, elegant neck? Did you further know your lashes flutter when you dream? I'm willing to bet you don't know that your skin smells sweeter than your name, or that you fit in my arms so perfectly, I could feel you there right now. Anyway, it was the best night's sleep I ever missed. Right now, even though there are thousands of miles and a great big old ocean between us, I can close my eyes and see you. The moonlight shimmering through your hair like you were some angel made of stardust or something. Geez Louise! I better stop before I start missing you enough to swim that ocean between us. Boy, I'm a lucky man, and all the fellas around here know it. I can't tell you how many times one of them has asked me how an old geezer like me convinced a knockout like you to give him the time of day. I'm genuinely flattered every time. Bude, Cornwall has been pretty interesting so far. The people here are generally happy, if not a little cantankerous at times. The old folks don't seem too happy about us invading their town in order to train and practice climbing their cliffs. They're tolerating us in order to do their bit for the war, though. At least the little kids are happy to see us. Rationing over here is even worse than back home, so we've been saving our candy and gum to give to them when we're out and about. You should see their faces light up like fireworks on the 4th of July. Well, that is, unless we offer them a ration bar. These kids are no dummies. They won't touch 'em, and who can blame 'em? They're used to European chocolate, the kind that melts the moment you touch it. But you can sit these K-Rations out on the sidewalk at high noon on the hottest day of the year, and they're as solid as ever. Speaking of kids, the other day some of the younger hotheads in our battalion got into it with a group of local soldiers. It was over some girls they met at a dance. Apparently one was a sister of a Cornish fella. He didn't like her hanging around with us, overpaid, oversexed Americans, as one of them so flatteringly put it. They were ready to start throwing punches, but one of the Brits, another old married bloke, and a swell fella by the name of Freddie Farnsby, suggested they settle the matter like gents, with some good old-fashioned Cornish Wrasslin. You should have seen our guy before he went up against one of those 30 Cornish boys. I tried to warn him that these guys are legendary wrestlers, but he just said, "Roll up your flaps, Gramps." I'll tell you what, he sure didn't look as cocky lying on his back with the wind knocked out of him. The food here is pretty interesting, too. They've got Cornish pasties and stargazer pie, much too pretty a name for a pie with a bunch of fish heads sticking out of it. There's also my favorite, saffron buns. They're a sort of sweet roll made with raisins or currants or something. We don't get them often, but when Fairbanks can convince one of the local ladies around here to come bake some for us, it's a real treat. As a matter of fact, yesterday some of the mamas from the village came up to base and used our rations to make us a little Yuletide cheer. Almost all of them had a son serving or had lost a soldier already. It was a real nice thing for them to do for us boys. We were all trying our best to hide it, but some of the younger fellows were choking back tears over missing their mamas so much. No one even heckled them. We're all wishing we were home for Christmas this year. As I'm writing to you, the fellas are sitting around the radio listening to the Christmas Jubilee on AFRS. Bing came on a few minutes ago singing, "I'll Be Home for Christmas." I was thinking of you, Sugar Rose. I'm always thinking of you, wishing this war would end so I could be home with you, especially on nights like tonight. You're my home now. I think you've always been. I just didn't know it until you walked into my life 6 months ago. With any luck, God will grant my Christmas wish, and I'll be holding you in my arms this time next year. Write to me as often as you can, sweetheart. Tell me how you are and that you love me. Tell me all those sugary things you were telling me before we kissed goodbye. I miss you something awful, and hearing from you makes you seem not so far away. No, I'm thinking of you with every breath. Every beat of my heart is for you. I love you more than this pen will let me say. Yours forever, Charlie.